Okay, I just finished watching the first 2 episodes of The Acolyte, and it's not terrible, but it's probably the worst Star Wars show that's been made so far. Let's talk about the good things. I liked how it looked visually. I thought the sets were really cool. I liked the idea of someone hunting Jedi. It feels like a more small-scale story rather than like an entire planet or an entire galaxy is at risk. What's bad about the show is the characters. The characters are just boring. The main character, Osha, wasn't bad. At least she wasn't annoying. This girl's a mechanic or a mechanic. Why are we calling them mechanics? Just call them a mechanic. And I guess she's not a very good mechanic because she starts fires. This guy was annoying. This character was dull. This character's really dull. If you asked me to describe them, I couldn't really tell you. I just don't know who they are. So I've been rewatching Firefly, and the characters are so layered. They have a lot of different motivations that make them do things. They're interesting to watch. The dialogue is quick and snap. That's another thing. The dialogue in The Acolyte is not good.
Attack me with all your strength.
And these characters are just flat. Like, I don't know who they are. The only thing that makes them different from each other is like they're dressed differently, I guess. Okay, so it's nice to see Carrie-Anne Moss again, and I think she works really well as a Jedi. I'm just disappointed that she was killed off in 5 minutes. It's like in the Suicide Squad where they kill off a bunch of big name actors in the first 10 minutes and it feels like a prank. Another thing that bugged me is this guy's hairstyle. I mean, they're supposed to be like Buddhist monks and he has a modern hairstyle. It's like in the Rings of Power where we have like modern haircuts for ancient characters in an ancient society. It just doesn't make any sense. And there are quite a few plot holes that just throw me off. One of the weird plot holes is that people say that this girl matches the description of the assassin, but the assassin's wearing a mask like the whole time. How are they able to identify her? It's just a plot hole. And then the main character, Osha, she survives a crash from orbit. Why? So IMDb gives it a 4.5, and I think that's very fair. It's not terrible, but it's just very, very mid. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 91, and that is way overrated. I mean, does anyone trust Rotten Tomatoes anymore? They're obviously rigged. I mean, you have something like The Acolyte, mid at best, having the same score as something as legendary as like The Fellowship of the Ring. If you think there's no arrangement between these movie studios and review sites, then I guess you're just living in a fantasy world where everyone plays nice. So for me, the biggest issue with the show, plot holes, bad characters, and bad dialogue, which is pretty terrible actually. I think 4.5 out of 10 is a very fair score. I guess you could watch it if you don't have anything else to watch. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Hit the button, hit the bell. Catch you later.